What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to our YouTube channel, and today we are talking
how we saved up for our house.
Woo-wee!
I slightly forgot there.
You forgot the title.
I did.
So for this video we're going to be using the whiteboard to show you how we saved up for a house. It's just a quick overview on how we managed to do it and what tips and tricks we can help recommend to you guys.
I can't lie, James did most of this for us. So when it comes to this, a lot of it, I have no idea what's going on.
You just smile and wave.
I just smile when I get paid. I ask him, what part do I send over?
Yeah.
And what part do I keep? Because then whatever I send over, I know it's already allocated to something.
That's it.
And the rest, I know I can spend it.
But that's what we're going to go into. So let's go over to the whiteboard.
I'm here.
You're here. I feel like a school teacher about to point to the whiteboard and stuff. Okay, so the way in which we saved up to buy our first house is down to one thing in particular, which I live by, and that is money management. Nobody's taught money management these days, and I had to learn money management for myself in the sense of when I was younger, I didn't know what I know now, so I was making a lot of mistakes that wasn't benefiting me. It's only when I got older I realised these mistakes. So the biggest key to financial freedom is money management. It's never about how much money you earn, it's always about how much money you can save. Now, a lot of people look for get-rich-quick schemes like Bitcoin, trading, all these other little bits and pieces. We didn't do none of that. There's no secret, there's no get-rich-quick scheme other than money management is what is going to make you financially free. It's as simple as that. You could be financially free on just earning £100 a month. But I've got my own money management tips and tricks that I do want to share with you. But in terms of buying a house, money management, that was the first most important thing. Second most important thing is then discipline. You have to be disciplined with your finances. It is very easy to fall into a trap of where you've got the money, it's like, right, let's go out, let's do this, let's buy these new shoes, watch, or whatever it is. All of these things require discipline. If you're serious about saving up for a house, it requires money management, discipline, and save, save, save. That's as simple as it gets. I'm now going to explain more on how you can use these three things and why you need to be cautious of these three things, because these three things are going to make a massive difference.
I think I'm going to sit this one out.
You're going to sit this one out?
Because
right.
I'm not contributing to the conversation.
And I'm going to come this side because I'm left-handed, so I'm going to be this side. So, money management, there's a simple trick that I use that has stood me well since I deployed it. Now, what that is if you look at how we get paid, yeah? So, we're ignoring anything else, YouTube, this, side businesses, we're looking at solely one income stream and using this. So the majority of people get paid at the end of every month, yeah? Let's say the last day of every month. So here's a graph. This is payday, and this is what tends to happen with people, right? You get paid and your account does this. You have a huge spike of money because you've just been paid your salary. Whatever that salary could be. It could be £100, £200, £1,000, £2,000, £3, £4, £5, going up. We all get paid at one point. The most money in our account is payday, is when money comes in. That's the most money we ever have in our account at one time. Even if you've been saving, if you're saving, you've got £200 here, the minute you get paid on payday another £100, you've now got £300, yeah? So payday is always the day you have the most money. Now, what happens is, if you haven't deployed a money management tactic or technique, this is what happens to 90% of people. I used to do it. Once I made this one change, it changed everything. So you get paid. Now what happens is, day one of being paid, you've got all this money. So you think, I know, I've just been paid, I'll treat myself to something. I might have a takeaway tonight. So you spend a little bit of money. Then what happens is, you go, oh, I'll treat myself to some new shoes or new jeans because I've just been paid. Now, a day, a weekend might have gone past, or it might be the same day. You look at your account and you still have 80% of your money in your account. So your account still looks full. Then you go along, you buy a couple of coffees, you spend little bits and pieces here, there and everywhere, and then it comes to around the middle of the month. It comes to halfway of the month, so let's say the 15th, yeah? Comes to the 15th, and you're probably, if you're good with money, you're probably at 50%. But the majority of us, we overspend in those first couple of days. So I'm just going to rub that out a little bit. We overspend, and what tends to happen is we get to the 15th and we're at below 50%. We're majority of us were at 30%, and we panic and we go, oh my God, I've got 30% of my income in my account, it's looking low, I don't get paid for another 2 weeks. And what you then do is you then start to spend wisely. You'll start to manage your money better when you know I've got to make it last until payday. So what happens is, for the next couple of days, you reduce your spending and it plateaus. And you go at a steady, and then, because you've got your bills scattered out, bills come out, and you take a little bit, you go, okay, I've got enough there, I just won't go out this weekend. And you manage your money all the way down until here, and you've not managed to save anything. And when you get to here, you go, oh, thank God for that. Why? Because it's payday. And what happens again? You do the same thing every month, and you have this going on. So I'm going to go more into these in individual videos, because we want to make this one not too long and too boring for those people that usually watch our channel. So the best thing to do in terms of money management is what we do, is have separate accounts. And I know you're going to be thinking, what do you mean by this? And this is a quick overview, okay? So we can get on to the next bit. So this is a simple one. This is what we do. You have your main account, yeah? Your main account. And when payday comes around, on the first day, this is what you need to do. You need to have a savings account, but this is a goal savings account. Okay, so I'm going to put it as if it's in a goal. This is a goal savings account, which you've set your goal for. This is your goal saving account. Then you've got a bills account. So instead of having all your direct debits in this one that can come out any time of the month, you consolidate all of your bills into one account and have them all come out on the same day. So what happens is, and you have to know how much it is. So you know every month in bills I'm going to be paying £500. So as soon as payday comes in, you put 500 here, yeah? Let's say you get paid £1,000 a month, yeah? So 1,000 comes in, I've sent 500 here on bills. I know that I'm not gonna touch this one. This one's locked away. This is locked away, because no matter what happens through that month, this bills account is gonna pay for my phone, internet, travel, rent, and what any other bills you've got. That's gonna come out of that account. The gym membership, your gym membership's coming out of this one, all that's coming out of that. So on payday, you've gone, here comes my £1,000, there goes 500. So what you're then looking at is you're now looking at 500 here. And this is all on the payday. You then send, whatever your savings goal is, you then send money over to there. So let's say you want to save up to buy a new camera, yeah, and it's going to cost you £1,000. You go, okay, over 12 months that's going to be this much. I want to put in a little bit more, so I'm going to put £100 in every month, lock it away, and by the end of the year, 1,000 times 12, 1,200. I've got £200 extra, yeah? Now, we all know that we've all done this. Now you're looking at 400 in your account. There's 4 weeks in a month. You now live off this account. This is your account that you live off. Now, when we look back at the graph we had, when you spend all of your money, when you get to the 15th, you're probably at about 30%, 20%, but you budget it better. So instead of having this, where it goes here and you plateau, and you manage your money until next payday, what you then do is this. You've got 400 in your account. This, do not touch. Have to have discipline to do not touch it. This is covered, so all your bills are covered. You can sleep easy at night. This bit, you've got £400, yeah? Payday, you're now looking at £400. Your next payday is here. The first thing you're not going to do is, when they've got that £400 in your account, you're not going to go and buy something that's £300. Oh, you're going to go, oh, that's cost too much, I need to ease off that. What you will do, because you know you've got to make that 400 stretch, your spending will be like this. It'll be a constant, easy, simple, you won't spend all of it. And even if you get to the last day of the month, just before payday, and you've spent zero, and you've got zero money left in this account, you know that you've tucked away £100 and you've covered all your bills. So you can spend this whole £400 every month, assuming that you get paid £1,000. This works with any amount of money that you get paid. You can spend that however you want. If you choose to be reckless and spend the £400 here, you're going to struggle for the rest of the month. But you won't, because your brain will be saying to you, I've got to make this 400 stretch. And then you'll start subconsciously being like, oh, do I need to buy that coffee when there's coffee at work? Do I need to pay the parking when I can just walk? Or all those little things. Your brain's going to be detached from what we call the $2 mentality, which is, oh, it's only a couple of quid, I'll buy that. Oh, it's only $2, oh, I'll buy that. Those $2 all add up. And doing it this way, you manage your money better. So that is a simple overview of money management, and that is the key to how we bought our first house, money management. And that is as simple as it is, just by changing the fact that you have 2 accounts or 3 accounts and you move your money around wisely. That's how you can manage your money better to save up for a house. And that's exactly how we did it. We managed our money correctly, we moved it correctly, we saved it correctly, we locked it in, we stayed focused, we stayed disciplined. So, but for that part, me and Kim will finish off the video together. But there is more on this, and I will go into this on separate videos if you're interested, if you're keen about that, because I'm happy to talk about this. That's that part, that's the overview. Manage your money, move it correctly, lock it away, save it. Now on to the next part.
Oh, I'm back.
She's back. So for the next bit of advice that we give you if you're trying to save up for something big like we did, a house or anything that's going to require a significant amount of funds, is discipline. Me, I'm a very disciplined person, but for you, you did like to spend money.
No, to be honest, you know that graph you did about payday, sinking straight down, that was me. Like, I used to crawl to payday, like, oh, just gotta make it 5 more days until I get paid. Oh my gosh, I'm on 50p until I get paid. That was me. I used to like start off strong. Oh yeah, payday. I remember that thing I used to have where I treat myself every time I get paid.
Yeah.
Let's treat myself to a new pair of shoes when I get paid.
You see, prime victim to that. But I used to do that when I was younger. When I was younger as well, when I first started working and started getting paid, I used to be like, right, let me go get some jeans, t-shirts, I'm going out this weekend. And then, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, I used to buy food every day.
That's the biggest one. That's the one that a lot of people are surprised about. How much money you actually spend on food that you don't really need to buy. You can make food at home, take it to work. When you go out of an evening after work, buying food. It's what, like I said in the videos, it's called the $2 mentality. It's like, oh, it's under a $5, it's under $5, £5.
It's a deal.
It's nothing. I'll just get it. It's, you know, it's a £3 meal deal. You know, you do that for £3 every day. It all adds up really quickly. You know.
It's crazy. Yeah, and another thing I find is, like, when you started helping me save up and I opened a new account and stuff, once I transferred how much my bills are and I calculated, okay, my bills are this much per month, and I used to just clear that. And for my savings, instead of doing the 10% of whatever I'm gonna save, what I started doing is, I realized I don't even know how I used to spend my whole paycheck when I started doing this. I was wondering, what did I spend like a good on?
You just don't realise.
I used to just, I couldn't even like find what I spent it on.
It just goes.
But I used to transfer James like 80%.
Yeah. In the beginning, I was doing all the saving, wasn't I? And you were doing like, oh, I can only save like 200 this month. I'm thinking, you know, but you're always buying stuff, and then when that's how
much I thought I could save per month. Even when my mum used to tell me that, do you want to add in £100 extra? So, would you want me to get this £100?
You used to have like a heart attack, but then you only really started to do that. Those techniques that I told you about was when the house people said, right, so thank you for the deposit. Now we need another 10 grand for the kitchen, options, sink, this, and we had like 4 months to get the 10 grand.
No, we didn't. We had like three.
We had like three months to get the 10 grand. It was like,
and I said, you what? You what? You want what? I literally started making food at home. There's rice at home, guys. There's rice at home. Making lunches from home.
Yeah.
Getting my mum to drop me off to work and pick me up, so I save on travel money. Gotta do what you gotta do. And then after that, after all my main bills, I started saving 90% of my paycheck. After I pay my rent to my mum and stuff, I would save the rest and literally leave myself with £100 per month to live
from the beginning. And that's the difference. Once you see it from the beginning, that £100, you know you've got to make it stretch.
And then when I see the £100, it's not like before where I used to think, oh, I can buy lunch at work today, everyone's buying a curry, I'm gonna buy a curry. And when people used to go out for lunch at work and they asked me, oh, we're going here, do you want us to get you something? No, can't afford it.
We liked to go out. That's what we used to like to go out, eat out, take away, this, and we used to like to do it on weekends because it was only weekends we had together. So we had to do all that. But when we were saving for the house, we couldn't do that. It was like, right, we got to stop eating out, takeouts, going out. but we're lucky in the sense that because we have a YouTube channel and people want us to come to events and shows, it was like, well, we're only going to come to these events and shows if one, if they're paying us, or two, it's all inclusive and free. So for us, we managed to still have a social life, in the sense of it wasn't like, okay, do you want to go out with your friends? No, don't go out with friends because, not because we don't want to go out with our friends, it's because like we can't afford it. It's like, but if we are going, and then they'll be like, oh, but I saw you at an event last week.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but we're paid to be there. We're getting paid to come to this event and be there. So that's the only saving grace for us. For people that haven't got a YouTube channel, that is the most difficult part.
But the thing is, for that, I think it's regardless of whether you do YouTube and you go to social events or not. I had a lot of times where my friends weren't very happy that I don't go out with them. They see me on Snapchat living my best life, living off my £100 a month, but they feel like, oh, you're being very social, hanging out with other people, but you don't hang out with us. But I'm thinking, to hang out with you guys, I've got to pay yay amount of money to get there. I've got to pay yay amount of money to eat out. I've got to find where I'm gonna stay if we're going out or staying out. And then I've got to pay another yay amount of money to come back.
Taxis, food, like, club entrance,
if I went out just one time, I've got no money for the month. So I don't know, even when people used to say, yeah, but it's only a tenner. Babe, I haven't got a tenner, I don't know what you mean. But now that we've got the house and stuff and like they can see what I was saving for, their minds kind of switch. It's like, oh wow, that's so good, well done. The thing is, your friends will forget that you missed an event, and you might feel bad that you missed out, get a bit of FOMO here and there. But when you see what you've achieved, it doesn't matter what event you missed, what party you missed, and those people who went to that party will actually look and say, oh my gosh, yeah, I need to do the same. Because a party's not going to benefit you in the long run. You're not going to take it with you in future, and when the bank asks you for your deposit for a house, you're not going to say, yeah, but I went to a party last week, bank that. You can't bank a party.
It's a balance. In life, it's all about balance. You've got to make memories as well. And once you've, like, now we've achieved this and we've got this great, lovely house, we're now in a comfortable position because what we were saving is more than what we're actually paying for the house. That's the crazy thing. Like, the hardest part is getting the deposit. So we were saving, both of us were saving like 80% of any money we made straight away was going to the house. Now our bills come to like 40% of our incomes. So we've now got more money that we're in the house than we had when we were saving up for the house, and that's the thing that you guys have to keep in mind. The fact that once I've got it, it's gonna get easier.
And I think as a final point, it's like it doesn't matter if because some people, I know there's different situations where we paid less in rent because we were living with parents, or we contributed less to what's going on. Because I paid a scratch of the bills at home just to help out, and you feel like you're doing it to help out, it's not unnecessary. But we understand people out there, you guys pay rent, you have families to look after, you have kids to look after. You just gotta find those points that you can save on. Whether it's switching spending habits, whether you have to start shopping at Lidl and Aldi instead of Tesco and Sainsbury's. The little savings count, plus Lidl and Aldi actually pop, you know, they really pop. Just
there's like two things that we live off, isn't it? It's, if you can't buy two, don't buy one. And that is like, I live by that mantra. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it at all. So a lot of people, they'll buy like Louis Vuittons and they'll buy like one pair. So great, fantastic, that's hurt your account. But me, I see it as if I can't buy two of them, I won't buy one of them, because even if one's gone, I've still got the same significant amount, and that forces you to save, which was point number 3, save. And the other thing is, money is easy. There's 3 ways to have more money in your account at the end of every month. 1, spend less. 2, make more. And 3, do both of those. Spend less and make more. We'll do a whole nother load of videos on all these other sorts of bits that we can talk about, but we just wanted to leave this one with you because a lot of people were asking, how did you do it? That's how we did it. Money management, discipline, and save.
Yeah, and you've got to think about it like this. Would you rather buy a £300 purse and have like £10 in it, or have a £10 bag with £300
That's
in it?
That is. That's like, preaching.
I know what I'd want. And sorry about my voice, guys. I've got a little cold going on.
So that's the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. Usually we don't do these types of videos. It's normally challenges, vlogs and that sort of stuff, but a lot of people have been asking for this, so we wanted to leave this video with you. If you'd like more of these, then comment below and we're happy to talk more about other bits of finance and all that sort of stuff. We shall see you lot on Wednesday. Wednesday's one question, and we've got a vlog for you next Sunday. So remember, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, there are the 3 upload dates.
Yeah, Friday we've got a very special challenge coming.
We do. We do.
Ready?
I'm ready.
I can't wait.
So that was it. We hope you enjoyed it. Remember, make sure you've hit that subscribe button and the notification bell is ticked, and we shall see you on the next video. Should we vogue it out?
Yeah.
Let's vogue it out. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching.
And
Ka-ching.
bag that.
And bag that. We'll see you on the next video.